Good day. I am reading the book Philosophy as Metanoetics by Hajime Tanabe. This discussion begins with Tanabe Hajime, who argues that rational philosophy reaches its limits in the power of the self, but opens itself to transformation through metanoesis, a shift toward the power of others, which is God. This shift reveals the constructive role that philosophy can play in authentic faith. Tanabe writes, philosophy must be transformed. Only in conversion it attains its truth. This means that existential dilemma, if undermined by its own limitation, becomes the basis of transformative faith. They overlook that existentialism does not give clear or easy answers to life's hardest question, but instead help us face them honestly. This can sometimes bring doubt or sadness, especially when we experience loss, failure, or fear of death. Yet, its value is in pushing us to reflect more deeply, where we may find strength, faith, and truer way of living. This essay will help the gap by continuing into supporting points, objections, and answer to the objections. But first, the question confronted by the thesis is that if anxiety or existential anxiety can really lead to deeper faith, how do we tell when it helps us to grow and when it just leaves us stuck in despair and existential dilemma? I claim that existential anxiety is a constructive role in entering into a transformative experience of metanoesis as the emergence of authentic faith. Three supporting points to my claim. First, authentic faith emerges when tradition speaks together rather than through superficial domination. This reinforces the thesis that existential anxiety can mediate diverse tradition in the constructive work of metanoesis. Second, the vision of using secularization as an opportunity for renewal, showing how existential crisis can be basis for the emergence of authentic faith. Thus, anxiety becomes a bridge that opens up space for metanoia, a kind of transformation or renewal when each tradition can grow and change through honest dialogue rather than competition. Third is the analysis of the mind. It argues in integrating belief with action, linking thought and ethical life. It illustrates how existential anxiety concretely contributes as metanoesis by transforming the whole person. The three objections to counter my supporting points. First, the self is neither a fixed entity nor an illusion, but rather a continuous creative process that makes from according to changing physical, mental, and social conditions. It means that the self is not something fixed and we carry within us, nor is it just a trick of the mind. It is something that we create over time through our bodies, thoughts, emotions, and relationship. Second, Tokarski's martial arts, particularly his emphasis on stillness, serves as an impactful, profound, and pedagogical tool for cultivating courage, resilience, and overcoming anxieties. Because martial arts or yoga can be diversion of the vast of emotions as experienced by the person. Third, art and science can serve as meditation by elevating a more balanced framework of the self. What I mean to say is that art is also a contemplative practice through the process of meditation. Replies to the objections. First, Desmond's metaxology and Tanabe's metanoetics offer a meditating path between faith and reason, showing that the conflict spurs that he held together without being disconnected from one another. In this way, conflict becomes an opportunity to grow, connect deeper, and better understand us and the world. Lin Yutang's work reveals a spiritual quest that integrates Eastern cultural wisdom with Christianity and offers a path of openness, self-transcendence, and intercultural dialogue in support of the new evangelization. This peace and openness he writes about can help people grow not only personally but also spiritually, as it shows how faith can speak across different cultures. And the third one is that thought analysis serves as a bridge between knowledge and action and addresses the cognitive dissonance that often hinders personal growth and rational decision making. Through mindful reflection, we can resolve these conflicts and bring our decisions closer to what really matters to us. This leads a more balanced and meaningful way of living, just as meditation or art help us find clarity and harmony. That's all for my presentation. Thank you and God bless.